Hi everyone. It is said that when the jungle is mature, you sift the men from the boys. I just want to talk about the silence of the shepherds. And the shepherds, you all know that the clergy, the men of God, or the pastors, whichever topic you want to tag on it, I just bring all of them to call them the shepherds because they are God's people with the right word. Right now, I just want to talk about, you know, the broken silence of Pastor Adiboye. What he said in the media, particularly on channel television, concerning the situation in Nigeria. For a very long time, most of them are keeping silent while the blood of their sheep are flowing in the street. If not for any other thing, they are human beings. If they don't belong to any particular church, those ones that are murdered in cold blood, they are human beings. And these shepherds are supposed to take care of them, no matter whatever church you represent. When you call yourself a man of God, when you call yourself a man of the altar, you are not supposed to discriminate when it comes in terms of humanity. That's why God puts them there and called them the shepherds, to take care of the sheep. Are they taking care of the sheep? This is the question. If they are taking care of the sheep, can and PFN, Christian Association of Nigeria, and Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, they could have come together to have one voice and center the idea on one thing and move on the same direction. The same direction directly to Asarok or to the presidency to ask or to request, please, the father of the nation or the cabals of the nation, we are pleading to you. How can you stop this bloodshed all over the nation? Our people are being murdered in cold blood. How can you stop this genocide? How can you stop this systematic extermination of Christians? These are my followers. These are my people. These are Nigerians. They are not foreigners. We are not in a war situation. Believe you me, the presidency could have done something, or they could have given them a reasonable answer. How to stop, how to reduce this genocidal attitude of the Muslims or the jihadists. But all of them are keeping silent. It's only a handful of them who decided to comment against the injustice, against the killing, against the slaughter, against the genocide. Are people who are standing there, the lone street, campaigning or doing one thing or the other for their voice to be heard. Now, when the people who are supposed to be the voice of the voiceless are keeping silent, what do you expect? The government of the day believe they are doing what they could to Islamize, to Fulanize, to have one government, to have one religion in our nation or in Nigeria. Because people who are supposed to talk are doing nothing. The Fulanis, the jihadis, the henchmen, the Boko Harams, they have said it in many ways that these churches, sooner than later, will be converted to grazing grounds. Sooner than later, all of their houses, whatever property they cherish so much, will be converted to Muslim praying ground. And yet, All these shepherds, all these men of God, all these pastors believe these people are joking. They are not threatening. They are not harassing. They are saying how the script has been written for a very long time. They want to actualize it. When you stand on your pulpit and preach to the congregation what is happening in Nigeria, what is the solution do you prefer? You talk and get down and get into your house or get into whatever. Then what is happening continues to happen. Even it gets worse day by day. And you believe these people will go home and sleep quietly because they are the people who are most hate. They are people who are feeling it most. Then you are feeling comfortable every Sunday, every occasion you put a program in the church, you expect them to be there clapping and joking and being happy. How come? Why their lives are being at stake? Their properties, their businesses, their farms. Virtually nothing is working. The economy has crumbled. Nigeria is sinking day after day. And yet most of these shepherds felt comfortable to stand upon the pulpit and preach. Every of your congregation you notice that didn't attend the services, you make a call and ask, how are you feeling? How do you expect them to or how to feel when you know the problem in the situation is drowning every dick and hurry? Excuse me. Why are they keeping quiet? They should represent in many ways voice of the voiceless. They should come out en mass. They should organize themselves. They should put things in practical. They should put every action. Even if it warrants that, let it be, because you are bearing a cross. You are representing something. Let me tell you this. Today we are hearing the nation of Israel. We are hearing about the Jews. It's an old age story, which every of us knows so well. Had it been the Israelites are keeping quiet when they were invaded, what could have been their nation today? Israel fought 6 days war. They call it 6 days war. All the Arab countries prepared to wipe Israel, put them out of map. Yet Israel stood alone. They fought all these Arab nations and they won the war under 6 days. Today, Israel are what they are, which everybody fears. And everybody knows so well. Today, Jerusalem is a pilgrim ground, which people all over the world are trooping to witness what happened in the past and in the present. How Israel looks like. You cannot count more than 10 nations in the world without counting Israel. They are part of the world power. They create, they design, they plan, they build, and they win, and they stood. What are you doing? If everybody is keeping silent when they are supposed to be the voice of the voiceless, Nigeria will eventually sink. Then let me know how those your shepherds or how those your chiefs, will exist. If you have been compromised and tomorrow you are still expecting tithe, you are still expecting seed, you are still expecting offering from all these people, where will all these things come up when you know their business have virtually crumbled? Let us reason so well. Adiboye is, suggesting the kind of government Nigeria should practice or Nigeria should follow. All these things can never work. Not in Nigeria. Even the best president in the world, in the history of the world, whether dead or living, come alive today, and they bring him to Nigeria to take care of the face of Nigeria, to resuscitate Nigeria. Visually, they will put him to shame. Situation in Nigeria will put him to shame. Situation in Nigeria will destroy that fellow. The system can never work. It will destroy it destroys every ideology. It destroys every system. That is Nigeria now for you. What are you restructuring? If you restructure, will you take the oil blocks out of the Fulanis or the Northerners? If you restructure, are you going to destroy the oil cartels of the Northerners? If you restructure, are you going to take all the army chiefs from the hands of the Fulanis. And you will give it to who? If you restructure, the Controller General of Nigeria has always been from a particular region. Will you take it? Will you snatch it out of their hands? All the quota system in Nigeria, nothing is working. It is particularized at a region. Everybody has been enduring all this. The quota system in educational construction is completely dead. It's not working. The people who are suffering it are feeling it day after day. Yet, Adeboye want government to restructure. Which government is completely Nigerian? Which government is? Name it. Let us hear. We all know the problem in Nigeria, but nobody wants to be direct and say something about it or say something against it, especially all the shepherds. Then tell me whom you are representing. You convince the ignorance. You convince those people that has nothing upstairs. And you climb the altar and talk and they listen. Religion has destroyed Nigeria because most of the shepherds are giving them wrong stuff. This wrong stuff is what is killing this nation. Let me say something here. If all these churches are being, operational in all the streets of Nigeria, that knows what they are doing, believe me, by this time, Nigeria could have not been to this level. Because everybody is on his own. The pastors, the reverends, all the clergies, as I may say, all the shepherds, they are struggling for their own pockets. They are struggling for material things, how to acquire, how to build privately what belongs to them. If they are there for the interests of the congregation, Nigeria, we will not find ourselves where we are today. That's why I'm saying all these churches, all these pastors, they are the major problems Nigeria is facing today. Church is supposed to be a place of refuge. Church is supposed to be a place where somebody will learn a lot of things, to be transformed inside out. But today, church is a dangerous place. If you enter, if you don't wash your back, you will come out with blood of death. You will come out worse than you entered. And that is the nature of churches in Nigeria. Who are the people creating all these insufficiencies? They are the shepherds. Worst of all, keeping silent in time when their services are most needed, to talk, to make sure things work, to make sure life is moving on fine. But today, they are keeping silent. They are all planning what to do to attract the congregation, to bring them close to them, so that they will just turn their pocket upside down. They will empty all their bank accounts into their own account, so that they can keep existing. Where and how? When will all these things stop? Nigeria is sinking, and it will sink with everybody. Unless they do things as something meaningful as quick as possible. Unless they turn around and realize what they're supposed to do, so that people will have hope, people will have life. Their chiefs will have life and future, and their faith will work for them to continue to believe in God. Let us do something meaningful. The pastors, Adeboye, what you are suggesting can never work in this Nigeria. Restructuring can never work. The Fulanis can never restructure their mind and their ideas. The presidency can never restructure and change their mentality. They have plans, and that plans favors only them. It is only one religion, and that one religion will never work in Nigeria. So the best solution, every Dick and Harry must have a heart right now, is let everybody go his own way. to your tents, O Israel. And that is the time peace will reign. Wherever you are, wherever you find yourself, you start planning about the progress. You start planning about, changing of levels. You start planning about, prosperity. You start planning about, development. You start planning about advanced technology development. Make sure you do something. Do not keep silent anymore. God give you a job to do. If you don't fulfill that job, at the last day, you have a lot of questions to answer. Your punishment will be different from others. Have a nice day. Stay blessed. See you on top.